On behalf of all assembled here today, I should now like to invite our newest alumna, Dr. Mary Simon, to address convocation.
Unusakut na kung may takong ahero yaw si magama ili nievert tuamur ili taksi yawuti taksunga. First, I just want to thank Western University for bestowing me with this great honor. I am very humbled by the recognition. And I also want to thank you for your very kind introduction. That was, I don't know, maybe you really encapsulated it well anyway, so thank you very much. So to the graduates, are you having a good day today? Before I say a few words about something a little more serious, I want to congratulate you on your achievements. And I think today is your day, and the focus is on you, and I hope that the rest of the day will be very special for you. So allow me to take a few moments to reflect on a few things, on Canada's past and my own past. When I was introduced, there was a mention of how I grew up off the land and lived a very traditional way of life. So those early days really guided me in my early years in northern Quebec, because as a young girl, when I was living in Kangersualujjuaq, which is in Nunavik, which is northern Quebec, in English we call that region Nunavik, which is part of Inuit Nunangat, which is the Inuit homeland that includes the new territory of Nunavut and the three other regions in the Canadian Arctic that Inuit inhabit. My mother was an Inuit, and she was a unilingual Inuit. She didn't speak any English. She never had the opportunity to go to school like you have, or I had. And my father was also, but he wasn't Inuit. He was from Manitoba, and he was a white man. But he went to the Arctic when he was very young. He went to the Arctic when he was 19, and he embraced every aspect of the Arctic and the Inuit culture, which was my mother's culture, and also spoke the Inuktitut language extremely well, and in fact spoke several dialects of the Inuktitut language. There were 8 children in my family, and we spoke Inuktitut at home, and that was the only language we spoke. And we lived in tents and log cabins that my dad built, and we traveled the coast of the Ungava Bay in boats and canoes, and we traveled by dog team in the wintertime. Those were the traditional lifestyles of Inuit in those days. As you probably know by now, the life of the Inuit has changed dramatically in the last 40 to 50 years. That life was not an easy life, but I don't regret a moment of it, because it became the foundation of who I was, or who I am today. So in recent months, I have been asked to participate in various events and initiatives to commemorate Canada's 150th birthday. And I am happy to do so. Yes, as a Canadian, Indigenous Canadian, I am well aware that we are celebrating 150 years as a nation, even though as Indigenous peoples, we have been here for thousands of years before the arrival of the first settler. I just want to talk a little bit about why I am participating in the 150th anniversary. It's because this year offers an opportunity to open new doors towards reconciliation. There's a lot of discussion about reconciliation between Canadians, Indigenous people, and other non-Indigenous people that have come to make Canada their home. And for the past 3 years, I have been co-chairing an organization called Canadians for a New Partnership, which is committed to reconciliation between Indigenous people and non-Indigenous people. As an organization, we hope all Canadians will accept the fact that for 400 years, Indigenous peoples and others in Canada have shared the same land, waters, and air. Yet not all have shared equally in the abundance of this magnificent country or participated fully in the benefits of citizenship. This inequity is a stain on Canada's reputation, an injustice to its citizens, and a serious obstacle to our future prosperity. The work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission has furthered and brought national attention to that process. But if we fail to go beyond the apology and the regret, if we admit the truth but ignore the necessary reconciliation, that would be to repeat the profound offenses of the past. Our history also causes Indigenous peoples and Canadians to see these problems in very different ways and has produced divergent worldviews when it comes to education, resource development, environmental protection, and citizenship. These differences have existed for centuries and have to be understood and have to be respected and taken into account as we endeavor to resolve these differences. As we know by now, First Peoples will never disappear or assimilate. History has proven that. We must not go into decades ahead with the baggage of the past. The 150th anniversary, or the birthday, has caused me to realize the extent of the dark history of the past, which is being revealed into today's events and issues, and at the same time, we talk about the remarkable accomplishments of Indigenous people. Indigenous peoples fought together and ensured our rights were enshrined in Canada's Constitution. Inuit have settled all of our land claims treaties, and we are forging ahead on a new period of education and economic partnership. The government of Canada's apology for the horrors of the residential schools and the findings of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission have shown us a way forward. I think we need to look at these reports and commissions as a way forward, not as something that's just revealing a problem, but bringing us a way forward so that we can move beyond what has plagued our country for so long. Canada has also adopted the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and I hope that this will also bring the work that is needed to bring Indigenous people and non-Indigenous people together within the Canadian Federation even more. And I also just submitted a report called A New Shared Arctic Leadership Model, which I just completed for the Government of Canada. And I'm hoping that it will provide new hope for how we see governance issues as they pertain to Indigenous peoples in Canada. So I know we are embarking on a vastly different journey than my childhood. Pitfalls still abound, but we must continue and we must do better to build a healthy relationship between Inuit, other Indigenous peoples, and other Canadians. So with our combined efforts, especially the graduating students of today, your strength and your courage and your instincts will prevail. And as a result of that, we will prosper as a country. I hope all of you will join the reconciliation journey that really lies ahead of us. What a birthday present it offers to Canada and to all of us. So good luck in whatever you do in your future endeavors. And if you work hard and if you're committed to your own beliefs, you will succeed. So thank you very much for today.